Hey, what's going on, everybody? Let's get your first 5 clients out of the way right now. There's a couple core principles that we're going to be talking about here, and these are the same types of activities you're going to do for the rest of your career, right? So, before we jump into that, let's have a quick conversation about business itself, because there's all these bells and whistles out there. There's all this shiny object syndrome. There's all these folks that are going to sell you courses for how to build and scale and grow your company. There's folks that are going to tell you it's all about mindset and abundance blocks and all that stuff. So there's a lot of noise. It is because everyone's operating off of analogy, right? They're not actually like breaking down what's happening. And so unfortunately, everyone gets stuck. They take these courses, years go by and they don't achieve the things they want to do. So here's how we can jump start this very quickly. So what do we need for business, right? We need people we are going to sell to. We need to sell to them, and then we need to deliver the results. So the people we need to sell to, this is referred to as like leads, right? We have to go out and get leads. And then we got to have engaged leads. That means we've actually contacted with them and they said, hey, I might be interested in this. So that's someone that you've engaged. It's an engaged lead. And then we have to have a process for getting them to buy the thing. We call that sales. And then we have to be able to deliver the product or service. This is fundamentally across the board what happens. Okay. There's no solution out there where this doesn't happen, right? And maybe you can pay other people to do it for you, but that's going to be ridiculous. And ultimately, why bother, right? This is just a skill you can develop and do great at. So, go into the whiteboard here. Let's talk about getting leads, right? Because it's good to know that, but you might be thinking, Vinny, well, I'm starting out, I'm not having the success I want. Maybe you had success and now it's gone away. Use this to jumpstart, right? You can also use this if you're a little bit more advanced. Maybe this is just a method you're using to retarget those folks. Think in those terms. So first thing is you got to have leads. Well, you might not have leads, but you've got a list, right? A list of contacts, okay? So where do you have a list of people at? Your phone contacts, right? You can pull out your phone. So we'll do phone. Let's do writing at a weird angle. Let's do, I don't know, email. If you've ever emailed anybody. Social media contacts, all your friends. Here's 3 great sources right off the bat, right? Everybody you know. So we have to campaign. We have to get out there. We have to start making stuff happen. So, oh, that's not really an A. Anyway, so I think from your phone you can actually export that list of contacts. It can be really, really simple. But here's what I want you to do. Actually collect this information, have it in one spot. And what we're going to begin doing now is actually contacting all the people you know, right? And that might scare you. But this is the easiest way to market. And I'll show you how to do it in such a way that it's not weird, right? So we've got our list of folks. So then we're going to actually engage them, right? These are our leads. We're going to engage them. So how do we want to engage them? You can do, if it's someone you're in contact with a fair amount, this probably won't require any more massaging than just saying, hey, I help people lose weight. I help people do this. I help people do that. Is there anybody you like that could use help with this? Really, really simple question, right? We're not going to ask that person if they want our help. That's really weird. We're letting them know we do this thing and I can help people with it. Do you know anybody? You have anybody you like that I can help them with? So really, really simple strategy. The next item that's really, really important. So let's say it's folks that you don't know. These are strangers or folks that you haven't really talked to in a long time. Take I don't know, 1 minute, maybe 3 minutes. Okay, look at their social media, right? So hey, they're on my email list. Well, look them up on social media and just take a look at what they've been up to. Right? Oh, that's cool. You went to Nepal. You climbed the thing. That's great. I always wanted to do that. And then find a way to spin that in a positive comment about them. Right? So like, that's amazing. I can't believe you're so brave and you can do that. Well, that's really cool. And then they'll talk about that for a while. That's great. And then just say, hey, well, naturally they're going to ask you a question. If they don't, you can always segue. But say, yeah, speaking of being brave, I actually started a hypnotherapy clinic, right? And I'm helping people lose weight or whatever it is that you're doing, your niche, right? Do you know anybody that would be interested in this or anybody that could use help? Yes, so don't say interested in this because they might get confused about the hypnotherapy. Do you know anybody that needs help with that problem, right? The presenting problem. So really, really simple process. We do that. We send the message. That's probably 1 to 3 minutes. And let's say if you did this 50 to 20 times a day, I'm so 20 is probably a minimum. We should probably shoot for 50 of these a day, right? Just spend a couple hours every day doing this, actually contacting people. Um, Shoot for this amount. You can actually tally it as you go. You can break it up, but have these conversations. This is going to do more for your business development than anywhere else. But here's the thing. So let's say they say yeah, and if you're brand new, you don't have any testimonials, social proof. It's a warm lead. 81% of consumer purchases are based off that, right off of word of mouth referrals. So this is in your favor. But the reality is, if you're brand new, you're probably not good yet, no matter who's trained you. Like it's a time on task thing. So I'm okay with temporarily getting 5 to 10 clients. Probably shoot for 10. We can do this at $0, but it's not exactly free. The cost can be zero, but the exchange here, right? The sales portion of this is going to be testimonial. Once they get the result, video and written. And written. Okay, we're going to get 2 of these things. And the video, if you guys need help coming up with questions to ask there, we can do that, right? That's no problem. But the big thing is you want them to capture, okay, here's where I was before, here is where I'm at after working with them. And because you're not good, there's no pressure on you because it's free anyway, right? And on top of that, this is not the ideal environment for skill development. Obviously, there's going to be some motivation that comes in if someone pays a ton of money for a result. That's going to do some of the work for you. Here, you really get a chance to work through it with people. You get to see what's really going on as you develop your skills. So this is, but you cannot come into this looking to build your confidence, right? This is this is the real training of all your trainings. Like these 10 sessions of actually working people, helping them get a result. So out of that, let's say all 10 are a success. Now you've got 10 pieces of content. So every single Monday morning early, your local time, I want you to post one of those on repeat, right? So you would actually have 20 if you help 10 people and you got a video and a written testimonial. Think about it. The person wakes up in the morning, they're feeling terrible. You know, maybe it's a smoker or something, like, man, I can't believe I'm still doing this. They light up their cigarette and then they see your testimonial. And they're like, they got to go to work and the stress of that. This really sticks with them. That pain creates a trance where now they're absorbing the content of your testimonial differently. Right, so we're doing everything in a very organic way. This is a simple way to get your business up and running as quickly as possible. I actually backed into this when I started my clinic. I didn't have like a process for it. It's just what I did, right? Because just some other stuff I'd done earlier in my life. This was the only thing I knew, was to kind of work backwards from the goal we have in mind. So once we have these are the most powerful things anyway in terms of content. It's going to be testimonials. It's going to be proof that you've actually done it. Then the other stuff we talk about, how to connect with them, how to get them to think about who they're going to be once they've achieved the thing they want to achieve, and speaking in their language, helping exacerbate the problem, right? Helping them understand all the consequences and the pain this is really causing them. Now we're hitting them in both the motivation and everything, but we've got something to back it up. Understand? And so you can, it doesn't matter if it's week 21, you've only got 21 pieces of content. By then you should have more. It doesn't matter though. Repost that one of those testimonials and just keep it going. As you get more, they enter the cycle. You're always showing proof, at least once a week. I think that's it. I wanted to walk through here, folks. Let me know in the group if you have questions about this. But this is the easiest way to get going. Should you charge? I don't know. If it's a low fee or something, I just think I want to minimize any barrier to entry. I want you to get the actual experience of doing this. And this is sacred. This will take shape in different ways. These two approaches, like the list and then engaging the list, you're going to be doing that in some form. Eventually, your content will be doing it for you. But we want powerful experience and we want powerful testimonials. Then these can become case studies. Think about that. So afterward, you can show the testimonial, then you can talk about the experience you had with the person. So there's another 10 pieces of content, right? There's a bunch of different ways we could chop this up and use it. If it's a 5-6 minute video of you talking with them and interviewing them, well, now you can micro clip that, right? Just have 4 or 5 questions that you're going to ask everybody, make it easy for them and you. And then now you've got someone that you helped get a result. Do you think you're going to get referrals from that person? Yeah, right? So you could just ping them every now and then. Hey, I'm charging now. Do you know anybody that would be interested? Here's my rate. Boom, off to the races, right? So this is how we can start things organically and get your business off the ground. I hope that helps everybody. Yep. And talk to you all later. Take care.